I've worked with solid timber almost from the beginning of my independent design career, developing furniture. Came from what would be the best material and the most beautiful material we could work with in a furniture piece, and we naturally gravitated towards some of these timbers.
We like to encourage more and more designers to work with timber. It's complicated material, it's natural, it's a natural product, and no two pieces look the same or behave in the same way. Some designers and architects are scared of specifying wood because they feel that it may not behave exactly as they expect, or they don't feel they have enough knowledge to deal with that. So part of our challenge is trying to enable designers and architects to feel that they can understand the material and that they can specify it with confidence.
A lot of the work that I will develop is very material driven. So the idea is to not over-design work, but celebrate the beauty of natural materials. You don't need to do a lot with solid timber to really expose how beautiful it is. And sometimes we'll develop forms and shapes that deliberately expose the features of timber. We try to celebrate the material in the product and not hide it or overwork it.
So it's a really interesting and unusual situation in America, in that the hardwood forest, roughly three quarters of it actually belongs to 10 million private, non-industrial individuals. And what those owners of forests do is every 10 years, maybe once in a generation, they invite some state certified foresters in. They come and they mark the trees that are being selected for felling, the right species, the right age, and then only those trees are taken, selectively harvested, and then it grows back naturally. It's called natural regeneration. What's fascinating about this is that people understand the value of the forest, they understand the value of having the timber, and they want to look after it for future generations. So they see it as a legacy for their children and their children's children. On top of that, there's more American hardwood growing today than there was 50 years ago. And yet, that is happening in a time when we're using the forest even more, through generations of greater industrialization, using more timber. We're actually not using it enough. When people ask, how is it sustainable? The fact is that there's more growing now than there was before. The growth rate is higher than the harvest rate. You're looking at selective harvesting of trees. There's no clear cutting. It is growing back. There is this enormous productive American hardwood forest which is growing all the time. It's made up of many different species, and there are over 20 commercial species. We're trying to encourage designers to rediscover those species, or to discover them for the first time, to work with them, and to hopefully fall in love with them.